Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. Welcome to your new reading. What does the Year of the Wood Snake have in store for you, Virgo? We're going to look at general energies, challenges, solutions, anything you need to know about this new year of the Wood Snake, beginning of the Chinese New Year. Okay, Virgo, let's have a look. It is a general, it is timeless reading for the Virgo collective. So whenever you come across this, there will be a message here, there will be something that resonates. Take from it what you need when you need it. Okay, well that looks interesting. It really does. Wow. Okay, this is sort of portioned off into quarterly year, the quarter of the year quarters. I think you know what I mean. Starting you off with death and rebirth, and the Three of Pentacles. Well, as probably most of you know who watch a lot of tarot, that death doesn't mean actual death. It means the end of an old cycle, beginning of a new cycle. It's a new day, it's a new dawn. You're clearing out the old and bringing in the new. However that looks for you. This particular death and rebirth card is also concerned with your health transformation. There is the new you germinating in that egg. So you're waiting to spring forth. We also see you in the first quarter interacting with your tribe. You may be inviting a new tribe. You have sort of a cat flap here and they come and go, and it's like open house. It's like you're looking for new connections. The old connections won't do anymore, they don't have your back. And the old ways of thinking, the old ways of doing things have to be consigned to the past. Because you're going to be reborn physically, emotionally, mentally and spiritually. But also financially. There are things happening, you're becoming more aware of how to manage your finances, doing a little bit of a juggling act and trying to get through the year with a renewed plan as far as your finances are concerned. So, the second quarter we have perception. Perception is how we perceive, how we see the world. Everybody sees the world differently. You're wearing a mask, you're shielding yourself. And you're wielding a sort of, well, you're not wielding it, but you're holding on to it. A sort of clarity and truth, honesty, transparency, and higher communications. And also rowing into calmer waters. So the changes that you're going to go through this first quarter are quite draining. Mentally, spiritually, physically, it's all connected. The mind, body, spirit connection cannot be denied. And sorting out your finances, sorting out who's on your side and not who are sorting out who's just using you, perhaps financially, or trying to, can take its toll. So you will be rowing into calmer waters, so to speak, leaving it all behind, getting on with your life, welcoming in the new energies. Your perception will change. The perception of your life is changing to quite a large degree. There are some very important happenings. And you're packing up. You may be moving, physically moving, but you're certainly moving on from a situation. You may be stopping work, you may be finding a new job, finding somewhere where you feel that you belong better. It's all about belonging this year. The third quarter we have the Two of Earth. You're juggling, you're contemplating. You've got a lot of eggs in your basket here, or you're juggling a lot of eggs. These are ideas. These are creative inspirations, ideas, motivation. You're being inventive, and you are inspired by nature, and your heart chakra has a very important role to play. You're nurturing new seeds for the future. You're really going into your new cycle now. You're settling down into this new chapter. You know what you're going to do. You have a good idea. You're manifesting. And nurturing the seeds for the future. You're divinely protected and divinely guided. And look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, karma. You're making that move. You're not leaving anything to chance. You want to be more of a planner this year. You find if you plan things carefully, things will go smoother, and things will be, the options and the opportunities that you're waiting for will appear quicker. So you're working hard, mentally and emotionally. Trying to protect that heart. Your heart is protected by the divine. In the last quarter, there are some interesting changes. We're taking off the mask. So, taking off the mask, does that mean beginning of the year you've not been showing your true authentic self, and you've not been connecting to your higher self, your higher awareness, or your expanding consciousness? You've been too busy planning in the 3D world to be practical, to be logical, to be sensible, to be efficient, pragmatic, using your common sense. Now you've got to use your intuition. Oh, we've had a bit of a technical glitch there, but hopefully we'll that won't show up too much in the video. So, realizing it's better to be your true authentic self. You've been too worried what other people think of you, what other people expect of you, and you are turning within. This last quarter it's going to be a bit of a lonely journey. See you here in a bit raggedy and a bit worn out, and the realization that You need to use your intuition now. You've got to believe in yourself. You haven't been doing that really. You've been trying to organize, you've been trying to change things, plan things, but the plans weren't always running very smoothly. So, you're going to have a look within, you're going to follow your own guiding light. You're going to listen to your inner voice. The thing is, you have to believe in yourself. You have to follow your intuition. Your intuition will never lead you wrong. So, there is still a lot of changes going on in the last quarter here. And you're going to have to rely on your own gut feelings, knowing that it's you who is generating the future. It must be you. You're keeping this wheel of fortune going. And I've got a feeling there'll be some distractions, some blocks in the road, thrown there by people around you, family, friends, lovers, work colleagues, which kind of gets you feeling out of sorts. So, taking your breaks, resting, retreating, replenishing your energies is very important during the whole year. You've got to dig deep in your knowledge, in your wisdom. You have accumulated knowledge and wisdom over the years, lessons that you've learned. Now you've got to implement them. And you've got to break through the old patterns. I feel that you can be held back by the old constructs, the old conditioning that rears its ugly head. And yeah, with your perception, you've been wearing the mask and you're taking it off, and things are looking a lot more different at the end of the year than they did at the beginning. So this is going to be a very important year for you of transformation. You have the Amazonite. Well, Amazonite is a heart healing stone, and you're also surfacing from a proverbial slumber. You're realizing what needs to be done. That it's not a question of carefully laid plans all the time. It is sometimes, of course, especially when you're working. It pays to make a plan and follow the rules and, But when it comes to your private life, you are really wanting to protect your heart. You're coming out of the proverbial slumber. You've kind of been asleep. You've been on autopilot. And this is going to change. So there will be more acceptance of yourself, self-respect, self-acceptance, celebrating how far you've come, interacting, especially interacting with family, friends and work colleagues. You've come a long way. I feel communication problems should dissipate throughout the year. As the year goes on, things will become easier. But as I said, they will be very different. So you've got to process everything. You've got to integrate the new knowledge, the new lessons that you've learned. You've got to come to terms with the new you, working through the old patterns, the old constructs, and the old preconceived ideas, removing the blocks, the stumbling blocks. and not putting things on the back burner. So there's some very important messages here for you. This year is going to be a mixed bag. It's going to be the new you emerging from the water, emerging from the egg. And to process this, it's going to be quite profound for you. So you have to dig deep to keep grounded and stable. Make your own foundation. Make yourself feel safe and secure. And take time out for healing. So, Virgo, interesting year for you here. Lots and lots of changes. So thank you for listening. It's been a pleasure reading for you. I will see you in the next reading. Until then, take very good care. Bye-bye.